Hey guys, hope you're doing well. I am bringing you a video that I thought I'd never bring you. It is the DAYZ Standalone Alpha. It has come out. It is here. 2 days ago it got released. If you don't know what DAYZ is, it is a zombie survival mod for the popular game Arma II, and it was using the Arma II engine with a mod of DAYZ to add the zombies and add the different things into the game to make it so great. There's been a lot of confusion about the release date and a lot of negativity really from the DAYZ community. There's been a noticeable lack of hype for the game recently, even though Rocket has been on Twitch quite recently in the last 2 weeks doing some live streams of the DAYZ Standalone, and Bohemia have finally released the alpha version of the game for all us players and all us gamers to get our teeth stuck into just before Christmas. I'm going to be delving into StreamZ to see how the Standalone differs from the mod, and I've been playing the mod since November 2012 for the past 13 months. There's been loads of different types of mod like Overwatch, Epoch, etc. And I'm going to jump in now and see how the Standalone matches up compared to the DAYZ mod. It's finally here guys, hope you enjoy the video. So firstly, and what is most noticeable now about the game, is it's detached from the Arma II engine. To play the Standalone in Alpha, you must download the game through the Steam platform. I'll link the Steam store page in the description, but if you're a big fan of the game, like myself, I'm pretty sure you already have the game on Steam, and you're churning your way through Chernarus. Opening the game will start up to the new entrance menu, giving the opportunity to create a character, change your server, or play from the last saved character. Creating a character here is pretty seamless and easy, and the whole menu is very easy to navigate around. The map, known as Chernarus, or Chernarus as it's sometimes pronounced, although the same as the mod, features a variety of graphical bonuses, new areas, and a load more enterable structures than found in the mod. But at the moment it's kind of lacking with the big features of the mod, which some fans have been disappointed with. But to be honest, we've been waiting long enough for this game now, so surely a few months more to implement these features shouldn't be too much of a problem, right? So I'm going to start off with the graphics, and I have to admit they are vastly sharpened and improved from the mod, and the game does feel a little bit more fluid to play. The changing of graphical options now comes in the form of a settings menu, not too dissimilar from the mod version, but does feature a lot more settings to get your game looking even more beautiful and lifelike. I really like the lighting in the game, and the sun looks amazing as you pace around the vast wilderness and looks beautiful throughout the trees and the undergrowth. I said earlier that the game feels smoother, but unfortunately that's only around about 75% of the time. If you delve into some of the larger towns that you may know, like Cherno, Electro, Berezino, or both the airfields, I often find that my frame rate drops below 20, which were kind of some of the complaints from the mod really, that I had really poor frames per second in the big towns, and there's no difference here unfortunately. I understand they're still optimising the network bubble as it's known, so that zombies, items and buildings, and even players, have less of an effect on the game machine that you're using. But right now it's not fully optimised, and even with a beastly GTX 680 and my i7 4770K, I was still noticing noticeable frame drops all around the big towns. Another thing I found quite annoying was that you could be hit by zombies or players that are noticeably far away from you. I mean, if you see a player swing an axe at you and you're next to them, there's a chance it's going to either hit you, depending on their accuracy or not. But at some points, accuracy isn't really needed, and you can swing a hefty blow, and even when you're 10 paces away from them, they'll still make the hit. These are mechanics that again should be fixed upon upcoming patches, but still make the game a little bit annoying at times, where a player with no ability has a half a chance of hitting a lucky shot just with a mouse click. The looting mechanic in DAYZ is very comparable to the mod, although the font and the interface is a little bit different. You use the centre circle on your screen to hover over an item, and if they're interactable, you can use the scroll wheel to see what actions are available to you, or you can press the tab key and drag the item over from your vicinity into the character storage, which at the moment, on spawn, is your pockets, although many bags can be found across the map to enhance the storage space for your items. The UI has actually changed somewhat, and at the moment the blood, food and drink icons, which you are used to in the bottom right hand corner of the screen in DAYZ mod, have now been removed to be replaced by status change messages displayed in your chat. Now these status change messages have already been announced as buggy, where you often receive notices that your character is thirsty or even hungry just minutes after eating or drinking. I would like to see the overlay of the character stats come back like in the mod, as I quite like seeing a visual representation of how you feel at the time, but maybe that is something they'll do in patches in the future. I mean, on a matter of patches, it seems like the team are very keen to listen to feedback, and Rocket is always really available on Twitter. That's at Rocket2Guns, I'll put that on the screen. And I've just noticed that a patch has gone out even 48 hours after release, which really shows that the guys at Bohemia are onto it at the moment. The items in the game have also drastically changed from the mod, and are now harder to find throughout Chernarus. At the moment there is a lack of crafting, as found in such popular mods as DAYZ Epoch, and there are only a handful of guns and a small variety of melee weapons, such as ratchets and axes, to be actually found across the map in the standalone. You can definitely see the potential with the items though, as you can discover duct tape, batteries, stoves, and loads of other miscellaneous items that will no doubt allow you to craft in the future, but at the moment in the alpha phase there are only a handful of items to play around with. The clothing system looks great though, with the ability to change your character's appearance happening quite easily, as you find a lot of clothes and accessories throughout the map, including the popular clown mask that's been added from Payday 2, which is pretty cool. Another thing I noticed was actually the zombies in the game. Number one, they're really hard to kill. Multiple shots to the head or to the body, and sometimes they will fall over and register the shot. I mean, every shot I've hit registers with the blood coming up on the screen, but they don't die. It takes them quite a while to actually die in the game, and that has led to some deaths from my character, where I've not been able to kill a zombie effectively enough, because the shots I'm doing are connecting, but the zombies just don't seem to take them. Another thing is, the zombies are quite rare to spawn. I don't know what the spawn mechanic is like, if the zombies only spawn when your player is in a certain area, like in the mod, but I've only seen a few zombies around, and when they do attach to you, as I say, they're really hard to kill, but otherwise they just stand there in the middle of the field and don't cause anyone really any bother, and you can pretty much sneak by stealthily and get away, whereas in the mod, you literally breathe and they're on you like a shot. So that's something they need to optimise and improve in the future. But again, I trust Rocket and the Bohemia guys to come up with trumps with something here, because the way that the zombies move has been changed and they're still working hard on it. So then, down to it then. We're going to compare the standalone to the mod, which, let's be honest, everyone's going to do, because the mod's been the placeholder for standalone while we've been waiting for the past 12 months for it to be released. I'd say that the standalone is somewhere around about 30 to 40% finished, and it's definitely behind mods such as Overwatch and Epoch that do have some really cool features there. But these features will probably be integrated sometime soon, and we've still got a load of changes to come, like the inclusion of vehicles, weapons, trading, crafting, loads of subtle changes as well, and also loads more items and the UI changing too. The game at the moment is advertised as an alpha, and it is that. So if you are going to be paying your £20 to play it, do not expect the finished product, guys. It is not finished at all. You will find bugs, you will find a lack of features, and to be honest with you, I can foresee the game going into beta sometime towards the end of next year, just looking at the timescale of what's been out so far. And to be honest with you, I'm a little bit disappointed that it isn't further in development. I thought by now it'd be a little bit further than it is, but then again, I've been on the edge of my seat for so long for this game, the enjoyment is still there and the hype is still there as well. The DAYZ Standalone Alpha does lay down some fantastic foundations to be worked upon over the next year, and to be honest with you, if it implements all the promised features like it says it's going to, then I can really see this game being a top game of 2014.